Alright. So this is Leaf, correct? This is Leaf. So this matchup. Oh boy. So this is a fairly new matchup, right? Gill was just released, but I can tell you I've played Gill for a little bit, so I know a little bit of what he does. And right now, I wouldn't be too worried about him as a poison player at the moment. But the more people figure out Gill and the more Gill players get more tight with him, it's going to be a problem, right? He has good zoning. He can chuck fireballs, but as poison, you can trade the fireballs with medium heart rate, right? He can't just do EX knee drop for free, and he's -2 if he does the regular ones. If he does the EX one, depends on the spacing, whether or not he's plus, but you go anti-air all of them, so it doesn't even matter, right? You can stop his forward momentum with crouching fierce. You will have to worry about him doing EX chariot tackle. What up, Kells? I see you. Everybody in my chat, I want you to say Sanford. I want you to say Sanford. That is Sanford Kells.
If I pick the top tier, and you know I'm the most prideful motherfucker there is. If I pick the top tier, just pick a top tier. You want to win, yo?
Put some respect on Sanford.
I don't even like Balrog like that no more, man.
Just pick him, yo. Pick a top tier.
all the time.
So, yeah, shouts to Sanford. Shouts to Sanford. Later, Grieve. So, we're doing a replay analysis at the moment. And it's funny, Sanford comes in here. He's probably one of the best poisons I know in the business. So, he'll probably give some pointers as well, hopefully. But, yeah, as a poison player, I've played a little bit of this matchup. It's not too hard. But obviously, as players get better with Gill, we'll see how this matchup goes. But for right now, you shouldn't have to worry too much. And I'll help you with the Gill stuff that you don't know. But yeah, let's go over this replay. Let's go over this replay, man. My poison is pretty strong. I know it is. Alright. So you know how we do this. I always look at the replay first in real time, and then I'll look at it again by stopping in between to explain some key moments in the match. The VT1 buff is mad good. Trying to remember. What was the VT1 buff? I don't remember actually. I know that the EX Avant line won't whiff anymore. The EX Avant line and heavy Avant lines won't whiff anymore, so that's good. But I don't know the specific buff with V-Trigger 1. Alright. So let's see here. Let's watch this normally first. You gotta mix up off heavy punch Avant line free. I didn't know that. I'll have to check that out. Alright, let's watch this. So he's definitely chucking fireballs. You could do medium heart rate to trade with him. You win in trades in the fireball war. Nice anti-air. If you do cartwheel, right? So a new anti-air with poison, you could definitely do cartwheel and get plus frames, basically. You could be +2. Could have converted that low forward. That's minus. That's definitely minus. I would do stand strong or standing medium kick. I think the EX one is like -12, so you could probably get stand fierce. Ooh, he's checking that back dash. He don't want you moving nowhere. 10 for 10 for Antia so far. See? He can't do that to you. So what happens here? Plus, you decide to throw him. He was tucking a little bit. 10 for 10 on anti-airs. What goes wrong here? Nothing. He still wants to jump in on you. That was actually really solid. If you're going to keep jumping in on you, just anti-air him. I would recommend, though, doing like light kick shocking heal since you activated V-trigger, and you get a better conversion. Light kick, shocking heal, throw the Molotov, you know, get more damage. Make use of your V-trigger. Okay. This was not, that was kind of not real at all. Yeah, he's minus 11 after that chariot tackle, so you could probably do Stand Fierce. I think Stand Fierce is 10 frame startup. I would be backdashing if I'm that worried about throw. Backdashing or jabbing. I wouldn't really try to throw tech too hard or jump back because you're not going anywhere. If anything, I would have jumped forward so I'd get myself out the corner if you're really worried about throw. At best, he could just auto-correct and you'd be back at neutral. That's a punish. You could do stand short into medium shocking heal. It's not safe. I think it's even minus 6. You could do more than that. Stand medium punch. Or crouch medium punch. I wouldn't have met him in the air like that. I would have done another crouch medium punch and then do V skill to get out the corner. It's a lot of matchup unfamiliarity. You can do EX Love Me Tender to get through all of this. This is not real. Plus, he's gonna V reversal. You can Love Me Tender that. Yup, you did it a little late though. Late on reactions. Okay, gets the second one. Too early on the throw. You tried to meaty the throw. I would have hit him with a low because you hit him twice with an overhead. Or I would have at least pressed a button first and then thrown him. Let's watch this again, but let's like stop at some key moments. So you really played that well in the first round. You played okay, right? You could have optimized a little bit more, but you did play well in the first round. However, the second 2 games you kind of fell off. So whenever somebody, like, it's not set in stone a lot of the time, but when someone backdashes like this and starts throwing plasma, they're definitely defensive. They're gonna remain defensive in the beginning. So they're not really trying to go in too hard. Even though he did jump at you, right? Ultimately later in the set, he started to chuck plasma even harder. So what I noticed, and I kind of do this a lot, this is my fault too, I'll do Love Me Tender. I'll do Love Me Tender the moment I see a fireball. I'm like, okay, he might do another one. I have a read on the fireball. I'm gonna do this to get in, right? Don't even do that. You could do medium. You could do medium heart rate, right? You go hold it and see if they throw another fireball, and then release it when you see them throw the fireball. That way you get the trade damage because you win in trades against fireballs. And then if you see that they jump in, you cancel the medium heart rate with light kick, Love Me Tender, right? And that way, you cancel the heart rate with light kick, shocking heal. Sorry about that. So in this scenario, I would immediately have held down medium heart rate, see if he threw a fireball. If he jumped, cancel it and do light kick, shocking heal. Instead of trying to bet it on a read with Love Me Tender. Because now, look, nothing happens. He's now close up to you. So all this zoning right here where he's backdashing and is chucking plasma, right? I would have done one of 2 things. I would have either done medium heart rate to win in the trade, right? Because the chip damage is not going to be enough to win out, right? If you get one trade with medium heart rate. You do more damage than he does chip or on his fireball hit. So I would have done that, or I would have just jumped in. Because he backdashed before he did it. So take the space from him, you know? And you're doing that, you know, you're blocking and walking forward, right? So you're taking the space from him. But you can also get the trade as well. So just optimize that too. Like, get the trade off of these fireballs and force him to actually think about jumping at you. See, he jumps in, right? So when you anti-air someone, right? Maybe from this height, it wouldn't be great for you to do V skill 2, because V skill 2 is about 27 frames of total animation. So that's fine. But sometimes when you anti-air, try doing cartwheel so you could get the plus frames. This one is a little bit lower, so I wouldn't have tried it. But at a higher range, you're +2. So just consider that. This anti-air is fine though. You anti-air them, right? They're back on the ground. So when you do crouch medium punch, stand medium punch, you should cancel the stand medium punch into medium heart rate or the feint, right? You want to condition by doing stand medium punch heart rate, and then you do stand medium punch heart rate feint, where you just hold it down and then you press kick. So that way, if they know that you're always going to do stand medium punch, medium heart rate, they're going to take that chip and they can't jump out of it, right? They can't jump out of that chip damage. If they attempt to jump out, it's a true block string, right? If you do stand fierce, medium heart rate, it's a true block string. If you do stand medium punch, medium heart rate, you're taking you're making them take chip damage. And then what you do is you stop doing that and you start doing the feint, and you condition them now to block for much longer, so you just go and throw them. You understand? So you should be doing that more. You should be getting the extra chip damage and conditioning them at the same time. See, so he jumped out now, right? See? I wouldn't have even crouched fierce at this range. Look at the range where you're at too. As poison, you definitely don't want to be doing crouch fierce around here. Look at this range. There's no... Crouch fierce is like 15 plus frame startup. I think it's like 16 or something. It's way slow on startup. And then the recovery is also really bad. You have to treat that normal like it's a fireball. Do not do it up close, because then you're gonna get jumped in on. You should be pressing your regular normals, right? Like standing roundhouse, stand medium kick, right? Crouch medium kick. If you really think they're gonna walk back, you need to be doing things like that, so that way you keep them pinned down within your range, right? Until they eventually try to walk back or they jump in. That's what you want. Don't do crouch fierce, because that's like way too many frames you're giving the opponent to just jump in on you. Treat that move as if it's a fireball and be at the max range of it. From this range where you're at, he backdashed, right? And you knew he was going to throw a fireball here, so that's why you jumped. I would do jumping roundhouse or jump forward fierce, not jump fierce. You know why? Because this is going to whiff. You want to do jump forward fierce because, see, he's backdashing. He's autopiloting this. He's autopiloting this. He was trying to chuck more plasma, but he saw you jump in, so he did the lariat. I would have done jump forward fierce. He would have got hit out of his backdash and air reset. That or jump roundhouse would have clipped him. That low forward, you gotta confirm that, right? You see how the low forward hit like that? You're +4, so you get standing short into medium medium shocking heel. So you do medium shocking heel, and then you can do V skill, and then you get the Oki, right? Because you're using V skill 2, right? You're using V skill 2, so you can get the Oki after your shocking heels. So you need to do that more. The low forward hit, confirm that it hit, stand short, medium shocking heel. Nice anti-air. That was a really late anti-air. He probably jumped in. See, he tried to jump in and light kick to cross you up, but he did it too early. This is -12. I am assuming you get stand fierce as a punish on this. You get stand fierce as a punish on this. He did the EX version of the lariat. None of the lariats are safe at deep close range. If they hit you like this, like look, if they hit you like this, none of them are safe. If they hit you really close, he has to space it out to make them at least somewhat safe. So you could have gotten a punish. You could have got stand fierce, or you could have got crouching medium punch, or at this range standing medium punch or standing medium kick. But I would have done stand fierce and get the full punish. Don't do that. See this? You should have gotten a punish here. But even when they block this, right? I wouldn't be doing medium avant line, because medium avant line is -8. See that? I'd be doing heart rate. Medium heart rate. Medium heart rate. This stand fierce hit, right? This is safe to do, the medium heart rate. However, you should be, if you can react to the hit stun, you could do stand fierce, medium flip kick. Nice anti-air. He's still jumping in. So he's doing like mad lariats to get near you. So I wouldn't even be trying to move. I would just block it out. Like move, I wouldn't say just stay stationary, but I'd be walking back. I wouldn't be dashing back, because this is like the third time he's done like raw lariat after backdash. Nice. This plus. This is good here. This is all good here. So the way, another thing to tell you, when someone blocks medium heart rate, you want to mix up between crouch jab and throw, crouch jab, stand medium punch for the frame trap, and crouch short, crouch jab, right? To see if they're walking back, right? Crouch jab or crouching short is 4 frames, so that's enough time after the +2 advantage to stop them from walking. Not walking, from backdashing. So if they try to backdash because they don't want to get thrown, or they don't want to get hit by crouch strong, you do crouch short or crouch jab, and that will stop them from backdashing. Crouch jab is probably better because you do stand short after and get the optimal punish. But crouching short will stop them if they're trying to walk back. Nice. 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 Good anti-airs. That was clean. I will recommend doing light kick, shocking heel more. Light kick, shocking heel at further ranges. Let's look back at that match again. Just to let that round, just to make sure. Let's see. Did you have V-trigger? Probably. You probably activated. You did activate. So when you so look at this. This is probably another thing too. You had V-trigger, right? I would have shocking healed that. Because you could have done light kick, shocking heel, forward Molotov, EX Avant line. Shocking heel, he would have died. Shocking heel, Molotov. Shocking heel, Molotov. You see what I'm saying? You have to practice doing that, because sometimes if they empty jump, right? If they empty jump, or if they press a normal that's not far enough, crouching medium punch will whiff. So it's not the best button to use at all ranges. Sometimes you should do light shocking heel, so that way your button doesn't whiff and they just punish you. You definitely tried to crouch strong there. So this is not real. This stands strong, right? I don't shocking heel much because sometimes it trades. I'm not used to identifying the jump and range on reaction. You do know, Leaf, that if shocking heel trades, you get a trade conversion. So you could do light kick, shocking heel. If you see that it trades, you could do EX heavy heart rate. You could do EX heavy heart rate or EX Avant line. So you still get a conversion. If it trades, you get an actual conversion. You just have to practice it. I don't do it often either, but that is actually in your favor if it trades. You get a better punish. So even if it trades, I would still do it. I wouldn't care. Alright, so good blocks. So this right here, look at this. This is not real. You're +1 here. He's only more plus if he does the cryokinesis. I wouldn't be pressing low forward. I would stand block. So this is an advanced technique, right? This is kind of an advanced technique. But if you stand block, instead of crouch blocking this, he'd be too far, right? And this button right here would have whiffed. And even if it didn't whiff, he would be too far to get anything else. I wouldn't have tried to jump out. I wouldn't have tried to jump out. See, I wouldn't have even tried to jump out here. Just stand block. Because this is not real. Hell, you could have done EX Love Me Tender. Because it's projectile invincible. Nice throw break. I will tell you, right? I will tell you, if you're gonna throw break like this, sometimes the better option is to jab. Like, you see how he dashed up after this? He did a whole dash up. He did a whole dash up. You could check this. It's not real. You could crouch jab that if you could react to it. Minus 11. I mean, minus 12. This is minus 12. You could punish this. Point blank. It's not real. Stop doing crouch strong. Standing fierce. He whiff punished. He whiff punished that normal. So one thing I'm not noticing from you too, you need to walk forward. He's giving you the space to get out the corner. So don't even just jump in. Walk him down. He's giving you space. Walk forward out of the corner. Try to walk forward to get out. And then do low forward. I would also, like, you on defense, try doing stand jab as well. Like, not saying to just mash it, but like standing. A lot of what Idom does, and Justin Wong does it too, is on wake up, right? If they have, especially if they have V trigger, they'll wake up, they'll do like stand jab, crouch medium kick, and then activate V trigger. That is really strong. You gotta do that on defense sometimes. It'll stop them from walking, and you can actually get the comeback happening. And another thing too is don't be scared to V reversal this too. Like, you could V reversal the fireball. Like, if you block the fireball here, he's in mad recovery frames. So you could definitely just V reversal this and then push him back to neutral. So you don't even have to take all this either. Be willing to spend your V reversal on defense. Punishable. Crouching jab. Crouching jab. Don't crouch strong. Because if he backdashes, he's going to get flipped out. The whiff punish. That was a tick throw. Don't jump back in the corner. If you're scared that they're going to throw you, backdash. Because you get flipped out. And then you could jab to check for your turn. Because they can't press another button unless they delay their button to stop your jab. So if you backdash, it's way better. Because then you can avoid the throw, stay grounded so you don't get hit by an anti-air, and still jab them if they try to press another button. That, or you could press jab. That being said, you could also block and just take the throw anyway because you wouldn't die from it. You weren't going to throw him off this activation. He's 2+. He's 2+. See this? Look, he's 2+. He's like, you're plus 10. Not that he's plus, you're plus. You're plus 10. So, you're not going to be able to throw him like this. And you're too far. So you really just cracked on defense. You cracked on defense. I would have V-reversed him at least in the fireball, within the fireball pressure. You could have V-reversed him. You could have EX left me tender, right? If you're worried about throw, you could backdash, right? You don't have to just jump. And on defense, you could do like stand jab, low forward when you have V-trigger, right? To stop them from walking forward or walking back. And you get the activation, right? Things like that. He really pushed you to the corner too because he was doing lariat. And he also even whiff punished you with your low forward. But aside from that, you didn't even punish the EX lariats. The EX lariats are like minus 12. So if he does that and you block it, stand fierce that shit. Anti-air. Punish, that's minus 6. So when he throws fireballs like this, again, as I said before, you could medium heart rate, and you can hold it down to see if he'll keep throwing fireballs or if he'll jump in. And then you can anti-air him with shocking heal. That's what you need to do instead of just blocking these, because you're giving him too much space. And you want to take the damage because you win in trades on fireballs. And you have the meter to EX Love Me Tender as well, so you could try that too. Anything is better than just taking chip damage. Like, you want to convince him to actually jump in on you. And you also need to look crouching fierce at these ranges. I noticed that you don't even press crouching fierce at these far ranges. You like to press it closer. You need to press crouching fierce to contest these fireballs as well and stop him from walking. You have to pester him enough to want to jump in. That dash up is not real. You need to be able to react to this. Crouch jab. I would have not jumped here with him. After this throw, he doesn't get much. He only is going to get forward roundhouse. He's not going to get anything else. And there's no reason to really jump like this. There's no reason to jump here, right? The life deficit is not even that huge for you to be scared. Sure, he has you in the corner. You see how he has you in the corner, right? But there's nothing to be scared of. The life lead, while he has it, is not a huge deficit. You could just chill here. Because see, look, you held up forward. You held up and then up forward. You could have just chilled. There's no reason to. And you were adamant on trying to get out the corner because you jumped right after. So, I would have just chilled. Right? Just block it out. Once he's done with this pressure, because he's not going to get anything else off of this in this range. There's nothing to be scared of. Just wait and try to walk forward out the corner. If he tries to jump in on you, which he did, you could have anti-aired him with crouching strong. So he gets the side switch here. See, you put yourself in a 50-50 by doing this. Where you had to guess. You didn't have to jump like this. So now you don't have the life lead, and he just did super to get the life lead in his favor. That super is godlike, by the way. Alright. So after he knocked you down, he did medium. No, he did heavy. He did the heavy moonsault drop-o. He did the heavy knee drop. I'm assuming this might be a meaty, but the point is you could just block this. You didn't have to try and backdash or try to do anything else. And look at this. What are you doing here? Why were you worried about throw? Look at this. You're already out the corner. Why are you pressing throw on defense here? Look at your life. Look at your life and look at your stun. You're not in any danger of throw, and he puts you out of the corner. So I wouldn't have even considered throwing. Just take it. Just take the block string, or, you know, if you got hit, you got hit. But don't press throw here. There's no reason to worry about throw right now. And you were mashing throw all throughout that super. Stop pressing throw here. There's nothing to worry about. even now, I would still take the throw. Because look at your life lead. I mean, look at his life lead. Sure, he has a huge life lead over you, but you won't die or get stunned from a throw here either. So just block. Just block. There's no reason to backdash. He's doing moonsault drop. He's doing the knee drop. There's no reason to backdash or be scared of a throw or anything. Just take it. His pressure's gonna end. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Now, this is worse too. Why did you delay rise? Why did you delay rise? There's no reason to delay rise here either. You are in a bad position. I get it. You want to delay rise to mix up the meaty timing, right? Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing too, Kels, which I'm going to get to in a moment. But I'm saying in this situation, look, there's no reason to delay rise like this. There's no reason to delay rise because at this point in the game, it's pretty much endgame state. It's endgame state. You now have to make a decision whether to throw or block. And when you delay rise, you're only... really, all you're doing is giving him a better way to meaty you and put you in a worse situation. So you might as well back tech, right? Jesus Christ. You might as well back tech because you got hit by this. You might as well back tech, mess up his quick rise meaty, right? Because he's not going to get much off of this. Mess up his meaty and block because he's not going to really be able to throw you like that. So now you put yourself in a situation where you have to guess. So he decides to shimmy you. By the way, I want you to consider your resources. You have V-Trigger and 2 bars. I want you to understand that Poison is a character. She touches you with V-Trigger 1 and 2 bars, you're back in the game. That's how strong that shit is. Sure, you still wouldn't have had the life lead after it, but you would have done super damage on him. As much damage as your super does, you would have done unscaled damage to him and at least brought the game back. So you need to do that. You need to take advantage of your resources and just block. He didn't relax and stay composed. Don't quick rise at times. Just lay there and think about and regroup yourself. I do agree. Yeah, I do agree and understand why he should just like delay rise too for the mental factor of it, right? For the mental factor of it. But he could have just blocked this situation. He could have just blocked this. He could have just blocked this instead of trying to backdash. Because Gill is not going to get much, if at all, after his super. He's not going to get that much. Sure, he could dash up, but the best option is just to block because you're not going to die from throw, and you're not going to die. You're not going to lose the game from throw either. He's going to lose his turn after. So blocking would have been the best scenario, the best thing to do after taking the super. And this super wasn't that great to do. At best, all he brought back was the life lead. So yeah, blocking here would have been the best bet. Delay rising, I can understand composing yourself, but you're just giving the opponent more of a chance to meaty you, to put you in a worse situation, right? Because now, regardless of whether you quick rise, back rise, or delay tech, you're still gonna have to make a decision at this late in the game. Good, you didn't bite. You didn't bite to the shimmy. This was good. I would have, hell, if I saw him walking like this, look. If I saw him walking like this, actually, look, he walked back before you even like woke up. So he was expecting you to throw tech. Look at how long you had to press low forward and activate. My man was walking back for like 30 plus frames. You could have done low forward, stand fierce, activate. I mean, you could have done low forward, V-Trigger activate, stand fierce. For free. For free. Your reactions is one thing that you got to work on. I will tell you that. That's spaced. So, this is the only time the Lariat was actually like properly done. Because at this range, even though he's like -6, he's actually -5 too. The move is normally -6, but if it's spaced out, it's -5 and you're too far to punish. So this is actually the one time where you can't punish him. So this was actually the only time he did it properly. That sweep, right? That sweep is actually OD good. This sweep right here is actually OD good. It can be spaced out pretty far. I think at this range though, you probably could have done your own crouching heavy kick. At this range, you probably could have done crouching heavy kick. But it's a very like, this sweep is actually pretty stupid. EX love me tender. EX love me tender. EX love me tender. Where's the EX love me tender? EX love me tender. EX love me tender. EX love me tender. EX love me tender. No anti-air. No anti-air. Look at this. If you had anti-air here, you could have gotten yourself out the corner. You said EX Avant line? Why would he do EX Avant line here? Does EX Avant line go through projectiles? I know EX Heart Rate eats up a projectile. That's a very advanced tactic to do EX Heart Rate. But why EX Avant line? You said do a combo into V skill 2 for the Oki. Oh yeah. If you're talking about this, right? If you're talking about this situation right here, if he does low forward and the activate, yeah, he could have gotten the Oki here. I agree with that. If he did low forward, V trigger activate, stand fierce, right? He could have gotten a combo into medium kick. He could have got a combo into medium kick shocking heel or heavy kick shocking heel, or he could have done Avant line. He could have done EX Avant line. Yeah. But he could have gotten a comeback here happening. But anyway. You're saying EX Avant line for the far block sweep? Oh, this? Oh yeah. If it, you're right on that, Kels, too, actually. You're right on that. He could EX Avant line the spaced sweep as well. That's correct. Because normally if he spaces the sweep, it's hard for Poison to do crouch sweep in return, right? I told him to do crouching heavy kick because it didn't look like it was properly spaced. But even if, right, even if it's not properly spaced, he can still do EX Avant line as a punish, right? And then get Oki that way too. So yeah, I agree with that as well. Anyway, EX love me tender. EX love me tender. EX love me tender. No anti-air. See that? So, I don't know. You got to make something happen at this point. He's just going to chuck plasma because there's no reason for him to come in at this point. And if you jump, he's going to anti-air you. So your best option, because you're holding on to meter right now, is to EX love me tender. That's actually one of your only options right now. Because you can't jump at this point. You can't risk a jump. You also can't do medium heart rate anymore because the life deficit's definitely not in your favor. You can't do crouch fierce either. You have to EX love me tender here. And start your offense. He walks back, does another one, right? This is also where you could have came back. You could have done light kick shocking heel or crouching medium punch V skill out the corner. You did raw V skill. And if this was a higher level player, you would have gotten punished. Yeah, if he did get a jump in, right? He could jump, but that would be a read, right? If he jumped here, that would be a read. That would actually be a read. But also look at how much light, look at his meter. Even if he spent meter on EX love me tender, he would have gotten the Oki and he would have been able to get a comeback and build the bar again for the 2-bar combo, right? So I'm just saying the jump is more risky in this scenario because he's so far away, and look at how far he is. He could jump on a read, but he could also get anti-aired and die, right? So he could definitely choose to jump here, but he doesn't have enough life to risk that, is what I'm saying. So he has to read that shit. Oh, hell yeah, Kels. When he went in the air like this, yeah, he could have done crouching medium punch, V skill 2 to get out the corner, or V trigger activate, light kick shocking heel, throw to Molotov, and get Oki with V skill 2, or he could have done EX Avant line. Granted, I think getting the Oki is better than spending a meter after you did activate light shocking heel, throw to Molotov, because you want to get the knockdown advantage to mount a comeback. You didn't convert the crouch jab. That was a counter hit too. You could have done crouch jab, stand strong, right? But I understand that this is a scramble situation and you're scared, but you have to do that. Like, you actually have to make the comeback happen now. Okay, low forward activate. He could V reversal. You actually gave him V reversal too. You gave him V reversal. You gotta notice that. You gave him V reversal. So he can V reversal medium heart rate. He doesn't have to take it. This is also why I like V trigger 2. Because if they V reversal, I could just grab them. They can't V reversal me. Yeah. He put himself in the corner as well, the Urian player. Well, actually you put him in the corner. You put him in the corner, which was good. It was not the optimal way to do it, but you put him in the corner, right? But he just built V reversal. So doing this was not the smartest thing in the world to do. Because he could just V reversal, knock you down. Now you're back at neutral. How you coming back now? There's nothing you could do. And you just spent bar. EX love me tender. He can punish the V reversal though. How would he punish the V reversal with V trigger 1? How could he have done it? Maybe throw? Because he delayed it. Oh, yeah. You are right. You can kind of delay V-skill 2 and get standing heavy punch punish. Because he did it. He did do it late. 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 But, I mean, either way, he should have taken note of F Zombie's V meter, because no matter what, by him doing EX medium heart rate, he just built the V reversal. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Oh nah, he was hit. I mean, I know that. I'm just saying, Kels, I understand what you're saying in terms of doing V skill, like delay V skill. You thought he V reversal? No, he didn't. He V reversal medium heart rate, medium EX heart rate. That's why I said if he was using V trigger 2, if he was using V trigger 2, he would have been able to punish that V reversal. He would have at least been able to punish that V reversal. But even so, I wouldn't have done this EX medium heart rate. If I did this EX medium heart rate like this late in the game and he just built V meter, that's like giving up the game right there. Because now you have to reset to neutral. How are you gonna make this comeback happen? EX love me tender. Still have to EX love me tender. Did it late. Okay, he landed another one. This killed you. This killed you. So really at this point, the game is kind of open. It's kind of done. Well, it's not done, but you have a very high road to come from. Like, it's pretty much, the game state is pretty much in his favor now, right? You should have done a meaty and then throw him. How do I open him up in that situation after you V-trigger activate? Let's go to that situation now. So look at what happened. Right? You did low forward. You're +6, right? After a low forward on block, you're +6. Right? There's not really much you can do here to try and open him up. Because if you dash, he could react with a jab, right? You could do stand fierce, yeah, but then you gotta stance cancel it. You can't do EX. Because the moment you commit to doing EX medium heart rate, he's gonna V reversal. You have to kind of keep him in the corner and find an opening. You have to see if he's gonna jump. You basically have to keep him locked down because you put him in the corner now, right? You have enough life to where you could take some hits from a medium, right? You can take a medium or even I think even a heavy hit, so long as it's not a counter hit, right? That's how much life you have left. You have enough life to surmount a comeback at this point, because no normal is gonna kill you like that, right? So you had to keep him pinned down in the corner and wait for him to make a mistake, because at this range there's not really much you could do after V-trigger activation, even though you're +6. You really needed to convert off of that jab. If you had converted off of that jab, you probably would have been able to surmount the comeback, because you're +6. See that? But because you didn't, and you did low forward, you're too far. You're not gonna get anything. You're really not gonna get anything. He can just sit and block. So you have to make him want to come in. And he's in the corner now. He's in the corner. So even though he has the life lead, you wanna force him essentially to make a decision to try and get out. Or you could try to go in and attempt to throw him. Oh, my thing is falling. My green screen is falling. There we go. So, I'm not saying do a raw dash up, but you kind of have to take that risk too. Like at this range, you're going to have to take a risk. At this range, you have to take a risk. You have to either take a risk and dash up throw him, or you have to wait for him to get out the corner, to try and make an escape out the corner and poke him, essentially. So you have two options, essentially. That's all you can do. You can't really open him up at this range. So this right here, you just gave him V reversal. So that's why he V reversaled you. The option was not to do EX medium heart rate here, because he's just gonna V reversal you. He built the bar back. Yeah, the EX love me tender, yeah. That was good. But then look, you pressed throw too early. If you really wanted to throw him, because he was blocking, he was choosing to down back, you should have done crouch jab, throw, tick grab him. You should have tick grabbed him. You shouldn't have thrown him immediately on the wake up. Crouch jab, +2, throw. You feel me? Or is it +3? I think crouch jab is +3. Crouch jab, you could have done crouch jab, throw. Feel me? Because it's going to be too hard to time. So, okay. Let's go ahead and cover all this. I'm going to show you a few things. So in this matchup, right? And I told you this when you fought the Ryu player. I told you this when you fought the Ryu player. So, first things first, fireballs. It's hard not to autopilot crouch and medium punch. I totally forget about heal. I had to learn the hard way. People were jumping in on me because I was autopiloting crouching medium punch from further distances, and light kick shocking heal covers that horizontal range just like heavy heart rate, right? It comes out faster. It comes out in 8 frames just like EX heavy heart rate. So you have to practice using that too, because you can't autopilot crouch medium punch like that at further range. You will get jumped in on, and they can even empty jump and whiff punish you. So you can't just liberally press it like that. It's a really good anti-air, but it's not something that you could just abuse for free. Not all the time. You have to still be conscientious of your ranges. So anyway. Okay. So look, this is what you're supposed to do with fireballs if you have no meter. You win out in trades. He's doing 70 damage. You're doing 100. You win in the trades. You see that? You win in the trades. Right? And so now what I'm going to show you is a situation like this. Something like that. Let me show you what happens. Let me show you a proper way to do this. Oh, he got hit, so... Okay, so you see what I'm doing here? I'm holding down the whip and waiting for the fireball. I'm holding down the whip and waiting for the fireball. See that? Oh, fuck. What's going on? There we go. I'm holding down the whip and waiting for the fireball. You see what I'm doing here? When I hold down the whip, I could do that. You see that? If I hold down the whip, I can see whether or not they're going to throw a fireball. And then, if they decide to jump in, I can cancel the whip feint and go on a light kick, shocking heel. See that? See that? That's what you want to do as poison against fireballs. That's one thing you can do against them. The other thing you can do is you can do Crouch Fierce. Crouch Fierce goes underneath the fireball. You do 10 more damage than his fireball. He's doing 70, you're doing 80. See that? You're doing 80 damage and 150 stun. See that? Eventually though, you'll have to do medium heart rate because medium heart rate goes farther than Crouching Fierce. See that? You gotta eventually do this move because this move recovers faster than Crouching Fierce. See that? It recovers faster than Crouching Fierce. You could do Crouching Fierce to go underneath it in the Fireball War, but ultimately you're gonna have to do medium heart rate, which is way better because of the situation you get, right? Like that. See that? That's way better. So you can visually see when they throw a fireball, and then when they jump, you can cancel the heart rate and do light kick, shock, and heal. That's like the B&B shit with poison against fireball war, right? And then if you have meter, you need to react to that shit. You need to react to them doing a fireball. Like you really need to. When you have the meter, that's what you're supposed to do. Now a more high level thing is by doing medium heart rate, activate, right? That's a more high level thing to do, right? I don't do it often because I rarely see it happen, but you can do medium heart rate to go through the fireball. But I would just recommend, yeah, instead of doing the EX version, just do this and then hold down the whip. See whether or not they do another fireball or when they jump, so you can do that. Now you said something about the light kick, shock, and heal trading, right? So what if it trades? So what if it trades? I can't even get it to trade. Holy shit. Let me see. You get a conversion. You get a conversion. In fact, look at what you could do. Oh, fuck. Look at what you could do off of a trade if you have V-Trigger. You could probably even do more than that, actually. You would probably do more than that with the Molotov. But you get damage off of trades. You have to practice that. You have to practice that. Like, you actually get damage off of trades. So you have to practice your trade conversions. You have to. Okay? So that's how you deal with the Fireball War. And that's how you use Light Kick, Shock, and Heal. That's two things I already taught you. Right? If they trade, you get a punish. Anyway, you do more damage off anti-airs. if the trade happens with this move. And if not, like, that's still better than whiffing this out of range and then getting punished, right? You have to know your ranges on your anti-airs, man. What else? I never see you do crouching fierce at all at the max range. You did it like one time in the match at this range. Don't do that. Don't do this. Because it's like 15 frame startup. It has mad recovery, right? And you could get jumped in on it at this range. You actually got jumped in on in the match one time for doing it like this. What you need to do at this range, right? These are where your normals. These are the normals that you should be pressing. Like stand fierce, stand medium kick, stand roundhouse, low forward. Like you need to be pressing normals that will actually end up hitting the opponent and don't put you in a ton of recovery. Because if you space out your normals at their max range, right? If they attempt to jump in, you can anti-air. You can anti-air with Crouch Strong. They can't jump in at this range. Like at this range, if they jump in, Crouch Strong will always beat them. And if they go for a cross-up, then you can do an air-to-air. Understand? So that's some things that you need to be doing. You need to be recognizing that this is not the range to be doing Crouch Fierce. This is the range to be doing Crouch Fierce. Treat it like a fireball, right? Treat it like a fireball and space out that normal. What else? What else? I taught you about medium heart rate and how to use it within the neutral and against fireballs, right? I taught you about light kick, shocking heal. I taught you about this. What else? Oh yeah. When they block medium heart rate, right? Do not do this. I'm gonna set Gill to backdash. I'm gonna set Gill to backdash. On guard. See how they flip out? Now watch this. See how he got hit? See how he got hit? He got hit grounded. He got hit grounded because he wanted to backdash. See that? So don't do this because they're gonna get flipped out. Do this. Do crouch jab. Because if they block this, if they choose to block, right? Let's say they don't have V reversal, they choose to block. That's +3. You get a tick grab. If they press a button, you get a counter hit conversion, right? You get a counter hit conversion. If they block the jab, right? If they block this crouch jab and they try to press a button after that because they want to delay tech or throw immediately after, like they think you're gonna throw them, right? If you do crouch jab throw and they block the crouch jab and they attempt to throw, guess what happens? That counter hits. And this goes into, stand medium punch goes into itself. So when they block this move, you should be doing crouch jab to cover all the options. So they don't backdash. So that way, if they try to press a button or they try to throw here, they get hit by the crouch jab. If the crouch jab is blocked, you get to throw them again, or you get to frame trap them. See that? That's what you need to be doing. That's what you need to be doing in EX medium heart rate. Do not do this because they will backdash. Like, don't do this because they will backdash. Okay? Now, the next thing. Let's say, right, they jump in on you, right? They're jumping in on you and you're in the corner. It's probably not the best jump in, but it's just an example, right? They jump in on you. That's what you need to be doing when you're in the corner. Not just the raw cartwheel. You could do that too, but you want to get the plus frames and air reset them. Because see, look, you're +1. You could probably get it to be even more plus. But it depends on where you hit the crouch medium punch, like how high up in the air they are. See? +2. +1. They have to take your shit. They have to take your shit. And you put them in the corner. That's what you need to be doing. That's what you need to be doing. Not just raw cartwheel. Alright? So that's what you need to be doing to get out the corner. That's what you need to be doing. And when you're blocking, right? So let's do that string that Gill was doing to you, by the way. Gill was doing like crouch medium punch, pyrokinesis. Right? He was doing that shit to you, right? Look at this now. See how I'm stand blocking like this? See that? You can EX Love Me Tender through this because this is not a real string. See how that's not a real string? You can do it on reversal. It's not a real string. You need to be able to do this. Don't be scared. Don't try to jump out of this. Right? You could jump out of it, sure, but like don't even try to do that. Because you could delay it. And you could just get stuck like that. If the jump out works, then you could try that. But other than that, I would EX Love Me Tender. You had the meter. You had the meter to do that. What else? What else am I missing? Alright. The next thing I'm probably gonna tell you, the low forward conversion. When you do this, right, and you see that they were walking back, right? When you do this and it hits this deep, I think even around this range, it'll actually hit, right? Nah, it has to be deep. But the point is, I've noticed that twice when you landed this, right, you didn't convert it. Like, if you do low forward, you do stand short, medium shocking heel. Like, this is actually important because it's a safe low that you get a conversion from. So when you see that this hits because they're walking back, you should be doing stand short. Okay? And what else? I know how much you want to do crouch strong, right? I know how much you want to do crouch strong, and you can do it, but at further distances, stand medium punch will whiff. So you want to do like crouch jab, stand strong. Like this string is really good. You can do crouching strong, micro walk throw, or this. This is probably a better string because this frame traps into itself, right? And you could cancel it, right? You can cancel it. And the best part about this is they also buffed stand medium kick to be 7 frames now. So you do like, you do something like that because they're too far. This stand medium punch is +3. Stand medium kick is like 7 frames. So 3 minus 7 is 4, right? So they really can't press a button on this. And this is a far-reaching poke. So you can do like something like this, like crouch jab, stand strong, stand medium kick. Look at how far that hits. Into medium avant line. Or you could hold it. If you think they're gonna jump out, then you could cancel it and do light kick shocking heel, right? But this block string and this block string is really good now. You need to be doing that. You can actually just do, hold up. Well, nah, do what I told you before. Just either this or this. That's what I want you to do. What else? I think those are the main things I wanted to show you, actually. Oh, right. what Sanford was talking about before. So when they jump in on you, right? If you know they're gonna jump in, like that, and you have V trigger, see that? You should be doing that. Don't just try to anti-air. If you see them jump in, you can literally react with V trigger activation and get all that. And it's unscaled damage because it's post activation. So like, in fact, actually, look at this. You can put them in a mix-up if they decide to quick rise or back rise. If they don't rise at all, you get a meaty. You get a meaty anyway. But the point is, anytime you see somebody jump, you activate. And you get the punish. That's what I'm telling you to do. In fact, you don't even have to spend meter, I think, too. Depends on how close you are, though. I don't think you actually get that. Whoops. Nah, you have to be very close. So yeah, you have to spend meter, I think. That was too late. Yeah, you have to spend meter. What the fuck? But the point is that if you have V-Trigger, you can freeze the screen when they jump in and literally anti-air them and do damage. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You need to be doing that. You're at the level now. You're almost at platinum. So some of the stuff that I'm telling you, it might sound a little complicated at first, but I'm sure you probably will get it the more you practice this stuff, right? Like, these were some of the main things in the match that you weren't doing, that you needed to do in order to capitalize off of situations. Now, with Gill specifically, the last thing I'm going to show you is the Gill specific shit. So like, if Gill is doing this, whoops, my bad. Let me do that again. If he's doing this to you, that's punishable by Stand Fierce. If you block this, that's punishable by Stand Fierce. That is EX. That is EX Lariat. That's the EX Lariat. This is punishable. This is double digit punishable. You get Stand Fierce. Don't do crouch medium punch. Now, if he does this, if he does any version of it, in fact, he's -6. He's -6. That's your conversion. That's literally your conversion. Now, if he spaces it, you might not be able to get the punish because you're too far. See, he's -5, but he's too far. I can't press anything. So if he spaces it, he's safe. I don't know if he can do that with the EX one. He might be able to, actually. See, you're too far. You're too far for anything meaningful to reach. Stand roundhouse. Stand roundhouse might work there because it moves her forward. Yeah. So at max range of this move, you could do stand roundhouse. You could CA. Yeah, you could definitely CA. Because it's 10 frame startup now instead of 13. Pre-patch you wouldn't be able to punish this, but now you can because it's 10 frames. So you could definitely CA this, but you could also do this, stand roundhouse, which moves her forward. And if you have V-Trigger, you can activate. But see, max range, it doesn't work. So yeah, never mind. The only option is really just to CA it. You really just have to CA it if it manages to be spaced that far. I doubt it, most Gills are using this to just get in, right? Because it has armor. If they're spacing this shit, that's like big brain shit. They have to be mad far. So that's never gonna use that. That usually won't happen. You'll usually be close enough to get stand fierce. But just in case, you know to punish for that. Now, sweep. Last thing I'm gonna show you. See how this whiffs? See how that whiffs? Gill sweep is OD. You have to be really close for that to work, right? So what you can do is EX Avant line. See that? You do EX Avant line. See that? You can do that too. I wonder if you can do EX. No, you can't. So it's only EX Avant line. That's all you can get. You could also do you could also do super. I don't think Stand Fierce is gonna hit at this range. Stand Fierce is not gonna hit at this range. It's too far. See? It's too far for it to hit as a punish. It's only gonna be EX Avant line or super. See that? That's all you can do. Literally all you can do at that range. But you have to be very, very conscientious of it. At closer ranges, yeah, you're gonna get a punish. You can get a punish. But at max range, you're not gonna get a punish. So you have to know the range of his kick. If it's max range, this is all you get. Because you're not gonna be able to sweep it. You're not gonna be able to stand fierce it. Anyway, so that's a lot to digest. I get it, and there's some advanced tactics in there. But I highly suggest you watch all this stuff again, just so that way you can get it down. You didn't do terribly in that match. A lot of the things that happened was either because you didn't know the matchup, or you just didn't take advantage of situations where you could have potentially got the comeback, and you didn't know the ranges on a lot of different things, like light kick scythe, not like kick scythe, light kick, shocking heel. I have Nash on the ring. Sorry, right? And medium heart rate, like you got to be doing this against zoners. This is probably the #1 thing to do against zoners. You can hold it down. They jump. You can light kick, shocking heel. Like you literally have anti-zoning tools. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope that helped you, Leaf. That's literally everything that I can tell you. Alright? So good luck.